His House is a 2020 horror thriller that debuted on Netflix a few days ago and was directed by Remi Weekes, and it stars Sope, Dirisu and Wunmi Mosaku as two refugees in England who have made a harrowing escape from war-torn Sudan and struggle to adapt to their new life in the English town they have been situated in a country alien to them, a population unwelcoming, and a Home Office discriminatory and apathetic. In their struggle to escape for their lives, the couple lost their daughter in the sea during a dramatic boat journey, an event weighing down heavy trauma for the duo and threatening to instill cracks into their relationship. The couple are assigned a home to live in which is run down and borderline uninhabitable, but are in a catch-22 scenario in which they cannot work in order to earn money for the upkeep of the house which they've been ordered to maintain orderly. However, this is the least of their worries, as very soon after the couple arrive, they begin to experience supernatural occurrences in the house, weird voices and creepy noises, figures lurking in the shadows, and ominous presences felt in the home. Is this a result of the couple's trauma weighing down on their mental state? Is it a result of guilt for lives with some dark secrets stored away? Have they actually been given a home that is haunted? Or did they bring something sinister along with them to their new home? I found His House to be a serviceable, short little horror flick. I didn't think it was brilliant, but at the same time I was never bored, and the film maintained a strong level of tension and even threw in a few surprising plot points. It's quite funny as well, surprisingly, as the deadpan, low-key humour that many British comedies are known for creeps its way into the film as much as the horror does. I was very much invested in the couple's experiences trying to find their feet in unfamiliar and unfriendly territory, trying to adjust to living in England as refugees after such traumatic, difficult past. In a weird way, the whole haunted house thing actually took away from that. It took the film in another direction that was less interesting because it's been done to death, and done better. But I'm doing a disservice to the film here because the whole escaping from conflict thing is integral to the movie's plot. I'm going to be honest, I can't actually judge the scare factor of the film because, call me a coward, I was watching most of the movie with the volume turned down to something like 2%. I just tend to shit my pants during these kind of films. I can't stand jump scares, it pisses me off. I hate films that constantly have loud noises as their primary source of scares. And it isn't really scares, that isn't genuine horror for me. That's a natural human reaction. If there is no sound and all of a sudden a loud bang, of course you're going to jump, in the same way as if I clapped in front of your eyes, you'd blink. But there's quite a bit of that here in this film. It's an entertaining film, but I felt it was a little mediocre because it was a bit pedestrian in its scope. It could have gone a bit further, it could have tried more, in order to escape the realms of the kind of ordinary film it ended up being. Some of the special effects were decent, there was a nightmare segment which I thought looked really good, and one of the more interesting elements of the film was the African folklore of witches and ghosts. The film has a claustrophobic atmosphere and is well paced. It's worth watching for horror fans who want something a little different. I give it a 6 out of 10.